One thing we could all use some help with is extending battery life to get the most use out of our smartphone. In this episode, we will talk about some best practices when it comes to prolonging the battery life on your Alcatel AVALON V. Battery saver mode and more. Make your phone last longer. The battery on the Alcatel AVALON V is already reliable and efficient, so you can expect up to 18 hours of 4G LTE talk time in a single charge, and feel confident knowing your battery will get you through the day. If there's ever a time where you know you won't have access to a charger for a long period, or you need to conserve your battery for later, here are a few things you can do to help stretch your battery charge. The first thing you can utilize anytime you are going to be in between phone charges for a while is battery saver mode, which is built into the AVALON V. You can access this setting a couple ways. The fastest way is to swipe down from the top of your screen twice to access the quick settings. Swipe the quick settings panel from right to left to view the second page. You will see the battery saver icon listed there. Tap on that to turn it on. Red bars will appear on the top and bottom of the screen, letting you know that it has been activated. Battery saver will limit notifications to only when you're using an app, turn off connectivity searches like Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, limit background apps, and turn off your screen due to inactivity. You should also note that battery saver will automatically turn off when your phone is charging. The second way to access battery saver mode is through the settings. Simply follow these steps for an alternative route and additional battery options. Swipe down from the top of the screen once, click on the settings icon, scroll down the list until you see battery listed and click that. More than halfway down the page, you will see battery saver. Tap the slider next to that option and it will turn on just like we saw previously. Yes, this process is a bit longer, but here you have additional battery options you can manipulate as well. For example, sleep, which controls how soon your display snoozes. The shorter the sleep time selected, the longer the battery will last. If you set the display to never, your phone will not go to sleep on its own and will continue to drain power. Another tip for extending battery life would be getting in the habit of closing out all applications that are open and running in the background. Before we show you how to do that, let's take a look at what is eating the most power first. From within the battery folder inside settings, tap the battery icon at the top of the page. You will see how much battery life you have left broken down into a percentage and time frame. Below that, you'll see what's been taking the most battery life since your last full charge. In this case, it's apps, so we can go ahead and close those out completely to lower that percentage, which is simple to do. When you open an app and then click back to the home screen, the application continues to run until you give it a proper close. In order to do that, tap on the multitasking button in the lower right corner of the screen that looks like 3 lines stacked on top of each other. All of the open apps currently running will appear in a list. To close them out individually, you can swipe each one to the right or left, or click the X in the corner of the app. It will then be removed. If you would prefer to close all apps simultaneously, click the broom icon towards the lower portion of the screen. You'll then be redirected to the home screen once all apps are closed. A few other small things you can do to manage the battery life on your device is turning off Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, location, hotspot, and anything else you aren't using so it's not draining your phone either. This can easily be done in the quick settings. You can also try removing any unnecessary home screen widgets and live wallpapers as well. If you get in a pinch and your battery life is ultra low, you can resort to turning on super saving mode, which can be found in the settings by following these steps. Swipe down from the top of the screen and select the settings icon. Scroll down the list until you see Smart Manager and click that. Tap on the Power Saving tab. Halfway down the page there will be an option for Super Saving mode. Select that. A pop-up window will appear notifying you that this will give you the maximum battery life, but it will also apply a simplified black home screen and will limit the number of usable apps. However, you'll still be able to make a call or send a message in the case of an emergency. Select Enable to turn it on. It will tell you exactly how much battery life you have left, calculated in the center of the screen. When you are ready to turn this feature off, click the 3-dotted icon in the top right corner of the display and select Quit Super Saving Mode. Your device will then go back to normal, and hopefully you will have already found your way back to a charger. With all of these battery-saving tips, you should have no issue getting the most life out of your Alcatel AVALON V smartphone.